Hey, what up, world? We are the Movie Gods. Welcome to episode 3. My name is Andrew. We got
Ina.
Joash.
And Muso.
Yeah, so fellas, we got a chance to watch Mortal Kombat yesterday. Was the first time all of us, all 5 of us, have been in a while.
Yeah.
We've been together.
Yeah, together. Probably like 3 years.
Yeah. So that was special. That was awesome. And yeah, we all got to watch Mortal Kombat. This is the first attempt at Mortal Kombat, I believe, since the old ones. I mean, they've tried to do some series here and there, but this is the first one that they like a proper blockbuster movie since. And you know what they say, like there hasn't been a good video game movie since or ever. Right, that has always been like the ongoing thing.
Yeah.
Hasn't been like a widely loved video game movie. And yeah, what do you guys think? Like, has that curse been broken with Mortal Kombat, or is that is that continuing? Let's start with Joash.
It's continuing.
Because for me, it was
A better experience than watching Godzilla. But the problems were still the same. Story didn't make sense that much. Issues with the plot, some things weren't clear. It was still the same thing. Same issues as Godzilla, but yeah, it was fun. It was a fun movie.
Yeah.
It was a fun movie.
Muso?
I liked the previous Mortal Kombat because when it came out, I was impressionable and it was a lot of fun. This one does not match up to that. I don't think. It's
In terms of what?
just a movie, like the characters. I remember, I think Ina kept saying this guy can't.
Who was it?
That
is a new character, no?
the new character, the son of Scorpion. Yeah.
Oh, descendant.
Spoiling nicely. Sorry, I apologize. But yeah, like the characters were not as good. It's the action, I think, was the fights were very good. I liked the fights. The final fight was good. All the fights they had, that was okay. But it did not. It didn't quite deliver, and it was too short. Otherwise, I knew what I was expecting. It was okay. If somebody asked me, hey, let's go watch Mortal Kombat, and I found that, I wouldn't be sad. It's okay.
Yeah.
Underwhelming. Yeah. I think for me, my constant complaint during the movie was the slower parts. The slower parts were dead slow. They were very, very slow. And those are the parts that you're supposed to build up the character development and all of that and properly put context and depth in that. But they dragged a bit. The action and the fight scenes, those were next level. I think in comparison to probably like the previous one, I think they did a bit of a disservice really where telling the story is concerned. Yeah, I mean, especially if you're not a movie fan or a Mortal Kombat fan, and you don't know the theory, you understand, just to at least introduce, because essentially this is just a remake of the same story, right? So in the way that they tell what character is, where they descended from, the name of the character, just those, the subtle reveals. We know there are a bunch of characters, you understand? I mean, like the funny lady with who disappears in pockets of time with the teeth, you understand? If you don't know the story, you won't even know anything about her. They're especially on the Outworld characters. There's so much you don't know who those people are. You understand? You just know they're part of an army, but at least just some sort of connectivity and proper character development. I think that's what lacked. All in all, like I said, I was very underwhelmed, but I was being told, what did I expect? Maybe I expected too much. Maybe what I expected was a bit more than what
Because if you've never watched any of them, you wouldn't know what the hell's going on.
You wouldn't know what is going on.
You have to know. Like we were like, oh, this guy, this guy. Yeah, but if you don't know,
me, I forgot the name, so I just Louis.
Exactly. You see? Yeah.
Yeah. No, I had issues with things like editing. Like there was a scene where a guy's walking on this like path thing, like a bridge, like in I think the other world, and they cut to a wide. They need to close up, then a wide, and they flipped angles and.
Is it when they were coming to the throne?
Yes.
Yes.
And they just kept cutting. It's like, why are we cutting?
What are we showing?
What are we showing? So you could tell. I don't want to say that the filmmakers were novices, but it was their kind of like their first time. The last thing the director made was like, was it a short film? Yeah, it was a short film.
2014.
Yeah. I don't laugh, man. But yeah, but you could tell. And I actually slept through the movie in some parts. So there were issues. The acting was atrocious by the lead. But he's probably just a martial arts guy that you're like, hey, just come and act in our thing. So he's probably really good at fighting. But yeah, but overall it was fun. But I had those issues.
I think what saved the movie for me was the funny guy, the Irish guy.
Kano.
No, not Irish.
Is he
Australian.
Oh, he's Australian. Sorry.
That was Scottish.
No, he's Australian.
Australian, yeah.
You sure?
He's the best part of the movie.
He's the best part of the movie. Yeah, he was
He was the best
hilarious until it
Kept
turned
it by a thin thread.
Yeah.
And the thing about what I liked about it was like when you play the games, Kano is like he's not a good guy.
Is it?
Yeah, he's like a bad guy. But they then decided let's put him on the side of the good guys, and that
Before turning him.
yeah. And I thought that I don't know if it's an oxymoron or whatever. It fit because he's like that dynamic between him and the good characters was very And then when they decide to go full on villainous, he decides to betray them for money. Just in case you guys are for the people who just joined, we are going to be talking about spoilers.
We've already spoiled it.
Yeah, we spoilers alert. We'll put this on the description, but yeah, spoilers alert. When they turned him into a full-on evil guy and he betrayed them for money, and you're just like yeah.
I thought the ending was anticlimactic.
Very
Yeah.
Like,
the fight between
Scorpion and
you know how the mom did that.
Sub-Zero.
we'll get to that because
we'll
get to that.
Between Scorpion and Sub-Zero.
Yeah, I thought there was gonna be like another fight.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh no, see you next time.
Yeah.
It's
The
like,
movie was like really short.
Yeah.
It was really short. It felt like they just.
It's like at one point it felt like they were just jumping from scene to scene, and then at some point it's like this long stretch of them just talking and doing nothing. And
I think it's new filmmakers
yeah.
because of that.
Here's one thing I don't like. I personally think of all the fighting games, Mortal Kombat is the best. I know people will say Tekken, Street Fighter, and all these, but I personally think Mortal Kombat has the best line of characters. Like some of them that's so unique.
Yeah.
Like
like
Ken,
a lot of them.
Goro, all these different unique characters. Even the characters that are sort of similar, like Scorpion and Sub-Zero, like their design looks the same, but they're so different. And I don't know why you then go, oh yeah, let's design a new character that no one is familiar with. Because everyone goes to watch Mortal Kombat for like, oh, Sub-Zero, oh, Scorpion.
Yes.
At least for the people who grew up playing the games.
It couldn't be that was done specifically for the newbies. Trying to what's the word?
But I don't know how you capture them with a new character.
No, that's what I'm saying. Just to as a form of relevance to the guys who don't know Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Sort of like to relate. For the guys who don't know, the newbies.
How was that?
But you could have done it. But you could have done it with an established character.
Yeah.
You
That
just
was very true.
develop the character.
Yeah.
Like there was no reason why they couldn't have taken Liu Kang and then just made him that character.
Like he's being introduced to this world.
Yeah. Like you just take Liu Kang and then he's the descendant of Scorpion and whatever. Like you could have just done that.
Exactly. Without having to bring Scorpion back in.
Bring
You
Scorpion.
can bring
him
Scorpion
back.
back in the same way the movie was, but then you can
Use a character we know. Yeah.
That's true.
Exactly.
I felt bringing Scorpion back was cheap.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Bringing Scorpion back was cheap.
I didn't.
I was in hell and I've come back to fight
that's
you.
what they do.
Leave him for me.
Okay.
The nether realm to look for revenge.
Okay, I know about that.
Yeah.
Because even the cartoon, I think he did that.
Yeah.
The cartoon that came out.
Yeah.
But my thing is, like, I thought they were setting up a lot when he was about to be killed and he says, remember this face. I thought it was going to be the face of his descendant. It's going to be like, remember this face, now you see a face that looks like me. But it's him again, like, yeah, I see my face. Okay. Yeah,
Like you got the scorpion from the games would have been one of his descendants.
Comes from
yeah.
That is
Remember
what I
this
was
thing.
expecting. I was
Yeah.
We're all
actually
expecting
expecting Cole to be Scorpion.
Yes, we
That's
expect
what I was
that.
expecting.
Quick question: what's the name of the main character again?
Which one?
Which one?
No one knows.
No one knows.
I promise you, nobody. What?
Oh yeah, Cole. Yeah.
Oh, it's Cole. Okay.
Yeah.
I promise you, I don't remember. Like I'm taking your word for it, but I don't remember.
But because in the game, Cole.
There's no Cole.
There's no Cole.
No, he might be in the new
No,
games. Like I haven't played
he's
the new
not.
games.
He's not. He's
Even in the new games.
Even in the
Unless I'm missing.
Another thing that I didn't like,
Remember, Arnold is
the
in the new games.
underutilization of full counter. Oh, you guys are not anime people.
Oh, is that whose character is that in anime?
That's
Where's the
Isaac. Where you
Suck
gain
it up.
power by somebody
Hitting you.
hitting you, and then you return that power to.
Yes.
Oh, the,
They could have done more with it.
The Black Panther suit.
When he was fighting,
It's alright.
when he was fighting,
It
when he
looks
was,
like
yes, but when he was fighting against Sub
the
Zero,
6.
Yeah.
that was not you like. That
He
was
didn't use it
not
at all.
used
Yeah. he didn't
It
use
was used with the
Goro.
6-armed guy.
Yeah,
Goro,
but just
yes.
one
Used
side.
it.
But I think the idea was you can't really like absorb power from a sword.
Nice. Oh.
Or from like
From a sword, you can.
Not,
You
not
can
as much as
somebody
not as much
hits
as
you.
he was absorbing power from Goro.
No, because the
You understand what I'm
suit, the
saying?
suit is designed to absorb.
to absorb power.
Because
So
when
you
you
got
hit
it,
him,
energy.
power are you really
But
going
how
to
can you
absorb?
absorb
From a
the
team?
ice power?
I mean,
That's
No, the ice power, yes, you can
That's
absorb.
that's-
But the sword you can
when
absorb.
somebody punches, they were punching each
I don't
other.
know.
yeah, no.
And-
But
and I think
wasn't
they ran
it
out
showing
of-
like power absorption while they were punching each other.
yeah, I think it was.
They didn't use
No,
it.
it wasn't.
For me, I think they ran out of money. They couldn't do that.
Here's another thing.
Yeah.
When we like most of the people who play Mortal Kombat play for the fatalities. Like
Yes.
Yes.
once you beat a character, you're then like, okay, how can I learn the fatalities?
Yes.
Like the most brutal way to kill it.
Yeah, the finishing.
Yeah,
move,
and we've never
right?
gotten that from a Mortal Kombat movie. And I thought when they decided to make this one R-rated, I thought we were going to get like
What's
a
R-rated?
A bunch of them.
a bunch of
Like
fatalities. Yeah.
ripping the spine.
Yeah,
Mm.
ripping someone's spine out, ripping
Yeah.
someone's heart. And I thought like that's what I was expecting. And we saw a little bit of that in the trailer when the guy took he beat him, and then when
The
the
blood.
blood came out, he turned his blood into ice and then
Yes,
stabbed him.
that was.
And I was like, so we're gonna get all of that's what the
Yeah.
movie's going
They
to
showed
be
the
about.
best part
But
of the
when
movie
that
in the
scene
trailer.
actually
That's all they
came,
did.
Yeah.
when that scene actually came,
It was
it was
Underwhelming, yeah.
It was
It was
The
underwhelming.
best part, the best part was the one where
and it was really fast.
yeah, the best
When
part was
we
the one
can't
where
kill the
cap. Yeah, the guy.
Oh, the
And he puts it on the ground.
Yeah,
and it's like,
yeah.
yeah, that was good.
So when that happened, I thought, oh, from now on
We're
out,
gonna see
we're going to
this.
be getting fatalities.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was the
The
only
only
fatality.
fatality we got was the endless fatality.
Okay, those things were cheesy. I
Those-
don't like
I was
that.
cheesy.
I
I
didn't
didn't
like
like
that.
those things are cheesy. No,
Like,
no,
it's
man.
it's cool in the game. Get over, like, why is an ancient Japanese guy from the 1600s saying get over here?
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't make sense. Like, you can either make it campy,
But you have to do from the beginning.
Why is it
called
difficult,
campy.
guys?
You
At
can
the
either
same
make it
time,
super
you're trying
campy.
to appeal to new watchers and stuff like that, so you kind of have to try and make it relevant in a certain way. So
Get
while
over there,
trying to
finish
keep
them,
to the
finish them.
original thing.
But
I mean,
story-wise-
like the way the black guy, but what you call it? What's his name? What's his name?
Jax.
Jax. Yes. Sorry, my bad.
They did this cyborg thing. Nice. I actually like that. I wish Cyborg from Justice League looked like that.
Oh, how powerful!
No, realistic. Like his thing looked more like visual effects wise.
Like the
looked-
tiny arms.
Oh.
No, not the
when
kind
he
of.
got the big arm.
After he like his what's their powers called? His cut. His
It's like chi. It's like chi.
Yeah, it's like
basically.
chi,
You have
but-
to unlock your chi.
Yeah, but what
they
what
call
what
it
do they call
your
it? What do you
kan.
remember?
I think
My
it's
only
kan.
issue with that is
Kana.
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 Something
my
like
only
that.
issue with that is okay. He loses his arms. The nannies or the ladies.
The monks.
They repair his arms with no wrong. So are you telling me they're like, okay, we're just gonna put this, right? And then so when he
So it was
decides to
like,
unlock, they also put like extra. You know what I'm talking about? Like they're
No,
repairing
no.
your arm.
No, his Kano unlocked the extra part. They just gave him the tiny.
No,
piece.
his
Just
Kano.
gave him
No.
His,
But
his
Anaka.
what? His Kana,
His Kana.
whatever. Yeah.
But when he
Let's just call it
unlocked,
Chai,
when
guys.
he unlocked his kana,
Yeah.
then his arms now became like.
Yeah, that's
More
what that's the
engineered,
power.
yeah.
Yeah, that's his Kano.
But the whole story with how that whole thing happened is weird because the ladies are now fixing your arms. So are they fixing your arms with intentionally?
Yeah, I see.
Saying, okay.
No. They just fixed his arms the best way they could, and then his power unlocked
Unlocked
the rest
it.
of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the mother boxes.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
Yeah. So but that's our take on Mortal Kombat. I enjoyed it ultimately. Am I going back into the cinema to watch it again? No.
Into the cinema.
Yeah. Yeah. But anyways, that's our take on Mortal Kombat. Should we give it a rating out of 10?
I would say 5. Also.
That's super low.
It's short.
It's 5 for me. We'll average it out. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, 5. Godzilla's a 4.
7.5 from me.
7.5.
Because you see, you guys
What's
were
your 7.5 is a good movie.
wait, hear me.
Dude.
Wait,
No.
you guys expected too much.
Yeah.
I went into that thing like,
But it's the middle of the road movie. Like,
no, wait. But the thing is, once I heard the producer, we discussed this yesterday. Once I heard the producer being grateful to people for loving his trailer, I was like, is this guy's trying? So first
So
time
we're giving
filmmaker.
marks for trying.
No, you give marks. You give marks for trying.
Okay, no.
Yeah, no, I give marks
Okay,
for trying.
7.5. And
A flat 7.
flat 7.
Yeah.
So, it's
So borderline 6-ish.
Yeah, it's a 6 basically. 2 trailers came out this week. Army of the Dead and Fast and the Furious 9. Yeah, they people kept joking that these guys' next movie they're gonna go into space and they went into space.
It looks like they are.
It looks like they're going into space. Yeah, Josh, let's start with you. Which of the 2 trailers did you like? Which of the 2 trailers did you like more than the other? Are you excited for more Fast and Furious?
No, I'm tired. Like, I'm so tired.
Mm.
Like, I was watching the trailer and the whole time I'm just complaining. Why are we getting this? You know. The trailer is probably even worse than the others we've seen. Like, 8, 7, 6, all the way to 5. It didn't. There was nothing special there. Or there was nothing that was like, oh my god, oh wow, I can't believe it. Like, you know what I mean with Fast and Furious. So I'm not looking forward to it. I am tired of the franchise.
But
I
you'll
just
watch
want it to end. Of course, I'll watch it,
For the pod.
but I'm not looking forward to it. Like, I'm just jaded.
Yeah.
I'm very tired. Yeah. I don't care basically.
Natalie?
Yeah, I think just to add to what Josh is saying, we're all just tired. Like, what else? I know most likely that the the fight scenes and the action scenes are probably going to be way over the top. The problem is, which we had, I think, probably from 7, I think, where, if not 6, where the action is cool, fine, but then there's over the top, then there's over the top.
It started with the safe.
It just becomes
It started with the safe.
beyond
The safe with
realistic. You understand? I think at the end of the day, when a movie gets to that place where you're just like, listen, we're wasting time. Yes, we know you can do the impossible, but there's some things that just, I think they detract from them. Yeah, but all in all, Fast, no, I have no feelings.
The biggest stunt in the first one was them going under the
The
truck.
train. Was it the truck? It
Yeah,
was the truck,
yeah.
yes. The train was the third one, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah, but when they went under the truck, everyone lost their mind. Like, what?
Exactly.
They're going under the truck,
Yeah.
and then
I
now.
can't remember that.
I can't remember that at all.
Muso?
No, me, I remember the biggest stunt was him jumping
The bridge.
Jaya and
And he
catch
caught-
his girlfriend.
No, that's 7.
That's it.
Yeah, but I'm saying like the biggest one from the beginning, from the first one.
Which one was building to building?
Not building.
Oh,
building. Oh my
building.
god.
Oh, okay. I
When
thought
they're driving.
No, I
yes,
understand
yes.
what Andrew is saying is that the biggest stunt from the first one is
Where they started.
Oh,
okay,
it's just
so
driving and then the car
Yeah.
going,
When he
Toretto
got-
driving with his chica and then the car going up.
And the first one,
Yeah.
the first one.
And then from there, they just kept
Like ramping it up.
ramping it up until.
Look, I'm gonna watch it. I don't
We are gonna
We're all
watch it.
gonna watch
gonna
it.
watch
I
it.
know
Just
exactly
saying.
what it's about, so I can't even get upset because I know.
I think at this point,
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
know what it's about.
I think
Problem.
I think if there's something probably that I would say maybe I'm looking forward to, or I would like to see, is, no, is John Cena's antagonist character. It's
Yeah.
I know.
Mayonnaise.
John Cena is not the dopest actor. go understand. But I think
in this role,
he's
well cast.
very chill. I don't see, like in the Suicide Squad, his character that he's playing, there are lots of jokes inside there. He's making jokes and stuff like that. This is like a really serious, I'm going to kill you type of situation and destroy everything.
Is this serious?
Is this his first time playing a villain?
That's a good question.
I promise you, he's not the
I don't
villain.
know.
It's those things of.
Or
he's a
whether
villain,
the
but
end
he's
game
like
is
my
like-
brother.
It's all about family.
Yeah, but he's not a bad guy.
It's supposed to replace The Rock, yeah.
Yeah, he's replacing the Rock.
Really?
The trailer, I like, but
And
the
then
only
you
thing I
join
did- the only-
again.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, the only thing I did like about the trailer was, what's that guy name who was crying?
Ludicrous.
Tyrese.
Tyrese.
We'll go to that. We'll go to that.
Like Tyrese,
No, he's crying in
literally,
real life.
Tyrese
I'm
literally
kidding.
telling you all the things that we are saying are over the top. Like, guys, have you ever
The
thought of the things
submarine!
that I've done? We're going to the submarine. And so, like,
Self-aware now.
yeah, they're self-aware that the things that we're doing is rubbish.
Yeah.
But like they're just gonna continue.
Yeah,
That's the
exactly.
part that
That's what I.
irritated me there.
No, okay. Funny enough, I like that. They know. They've reached the point where they know. Okay, guys, we are.
Surely
we're
there
doing too much.
can't be anything else.
You understand?
beyond-
So they're going with it, and that's what I like. They know we are stupid.
What big stunt was in the trailer? Which made me upset?
There was a truck that.
There were so many.
Yes, that one.
There was a truck that fell to the front.
There were so many. Like,
No,
it's
that's
one of those
okay.
things where now you see.
Isn't it the plane one where the car gets caught by the plane?
That was last.
No, now it flies there on the
Yeah, that's the
island.
last scene.
It
Yeah.
flies off
Yes,
of
I
the
know.
Yeah, it's the last
cliff.
one.
Is it from the last one?
No,
It's from this one.
it flies off of a cliff and then a plane catches it as it's flying.
Yeah, it's the last scene.
Yes, it's the last thing of the trailer.
But then there was a previous trailer where the car was like flying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm starting to
And
feel
you just
very-
like-
Okay, wait.
That's
starting
what
to feel
the thing is. That's
very
what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Like you see, these stunts now are just like it's crazy, but just like.
This is what I'm saying.
But you'll watch it.
Over
The
top.
thing is, they know. So it's like that's what you go to watch. The stupidness.
When
If-
tired,
if-
you know when you're so tired of it, like it doesn't even impress you. Like
No, I don't think they're trying to impress anymore. They know it's bad, so they just. I'm sure, like Vin Diesel's
giving
not.
them too much credit. I actually think they're trying to impress people.
Like Vin Diesel really sits there and thinks like,
Yeah.
people are gonna
Yeah.
love how we.
Yes, definitely. Oh yeah.
Definitely.
No, you can't be that.
Yes,
I'm serious.
I think there's a point where there's a point when it comes to action. There's a point where you reach where there's like mind-numbing action that you
Diminish return.
like where you just
Yeah.
get like
It's
this
too
is
much.
just
Yeah.
too much. You understand?
So the next one isn't.
Then
Which are two
it's
was
like
good.
exactly. So like at the end of the day, you can't even enjoy the movie. I mean, like underground.
The story is always useless too.
Mm.
You know, it doesn't help that
That's
the story
also the
is so
thing.
useless.
Exactly. You see, and that's also the thing. The fast stories. They just.
Dawn of the Dead.
But they're gonna get people to watch it. Dawn of the Dead.
Do
Sorry, what's it called? Army of the Dead.
Do you think Zack Snyder is going to reinvent the zombie genre again?
What do you mean reinvent?
Because that's what
After
he did.
after Walking Dead.
Wait, Dawn of the
He
Dead.
reinvented, like he brought back something different.
I think
And
that
the
genre
zombie
is
genre.
dead. I think it's dead. So you
The
just
zombie
need to-
genre.
Yeah, genre. No, it's
This
dead.
is
Like, what do you
the
do?
tail end
You don't
of
think
genre.
Train to Busan brought life to?
No, it didn't bring life to the
This is the
zombie
tail end.
genre.
This is the
This
tail
guy,
end of
yeah,
the
it's a
genre.
tail end. The guy just made a good movie and used the zombie format as a vehicle. But it was just a good movie. I don't think he did anything. You can't do anything revolutionary with it anymore. What's that movie with Brad Pitt?
World War Z.
That was something different because you're not seeing zombies like piling up like ants. Yeah, so that was fresh. Walking Dead didn't really reinvent it. They just
Just take it to a.
they just made it
drama
deeper.
level.
They made it
Yeah.
deeper. Yeah,
Yes, yeah.
they made it deeper, but it's not reinventing the genre. It's just deep. It's well done.
There is a portion in the trailer where it says that what you call it, these zombies are not like ordinary.
That's
zombies.
Iron Legend.
No.
It's talking about.
I'm talking about.
Oh, they're smart.
But you're saying it's
they're
like-
smart, exactly.
But
So
it's
this-
stupid. It's just
So
yeah, it's not.
exactly. So that scene I think is like
There's
inside
a
a
queen,
mall.
there's a
There.
queen.
Queen and the King.
Yeah.
Yeah, but is that reinventing? Like it's
That's
Iron
Iron-
Legend.
that's literally Iron Legend.
Literally Iron
Yeah,
Legend.
It's not reinventing.
It's
but
not
it's
really.
just.
No,
I don't think is that Iron Legend?
Yeah.
I just thought they were mindless. In
No, there was a smart guy. The guy
that guy
who kept
was
hitting
like-
the glass.
The guy was like,
Who set the trap? Remember when they put the trap for Will Smith? They had the mannequin, and he's like, "Hey, is that you?" When he was talking to the mannequin, It was set there by their king, the king of the zombies.
I don't think he set out to try and reinvent it.
I don't think-
I just think
it's a good movie.
he tried to sort of give it like a different spin.
Because he added a heist movie to it.
Yeah, it's a heist movie.
Heist movie.
Yeah,
is
so
like-
he's just trying to. It's not reinvention.
no.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
But you think it'll be good?
I
Yeah.
think because it's Zach,
Mm.
it might be a bit of a different take. Not necessarily
Yeah.
a reinvention,
Mm.
but just like, actually, well, like I said, we're numbed by enough zombie movies right now. But then it would be, like Muso said, tail end, but something a bit different.
Considering he did Dawn of the Dead, do you think it's going to be different enough from Dawn of the Dead to warrant it existing? Like, why are we just going back to rewatch Dawn of the Dead? Why do we have to watch Army of the Dead?
I just watched Dawn of the Dead.
Did you
a few
rewatch
days ago.
it?
Yeah, I did.
Is it?
I watched it a few days ago, and this is a different movie. Like I wouldn't want to. I don't think I can palette Dawn of the Dead again. Like it felt like it was really relevant to its time. Watching it now, it felt.
How old is it, by the way?
I don't know. It felt.
2004.
2004. Yeah, it felt old now, but it felt good. But I wouldn't watch another Dawn of the Dead.
No.
And I feel like what he made now, I would watch.
He's making a prequel. What is it called?
Isn't this the prequel?
No.
No, this is.
He's gonna
He's
make
making a
another one.
prequel to Army of the Dead. not-
Yes, a prequel
not
to Army of the
Dawn.
Dead, yeah.
So Netflix are like they're so happy with him. Apparently, they want to give him like an entire franchise. He's doing he's doing an anime actually of
Army of the
Army
Dead.
of the Dead. Yeah, like
Is it?
what happened, like what brought about the zombies.
So this whole universe.
So it's
Yeah,
a,
it's
it's a whole
basically
universe.
I'm happy for him, man. WB was treated him like trash.
Yeah.
You can hire me one day, WB. But WB treated him. He didn't enjoy his.
His time, yeah. Like you say, there's no alternative cut of Army of the Dead. What you're getting is what was shown.
I love what you said. That's messed
He's
up.
taking shots.
I would actually like to see Disney poach him. Just.
I know. I don't want to see that.
Right.
I would
No,
cry.
just for interest
No,
sake.
but
Like,
for what
would he
interest?
make?
Listen,
What would he
the
make?
way Zack
No,
Snyder
no,
makes
man.
movies, I think, like all the movies he's
I
made,
know Disney's
those
very
are movies he loved. Like,
Yes.
Passionate about.
yeah.
But also, like I think Zack Snyder loves Star Wars. I know he definitely wanted to make a Star Wars
Ooh,
movie.
Is it?
But
Murder.
he's the anti. Is it what do you call it?
Anti-establishment.
He's anti-establishment. There's also like antithesis to what like the opposite. What do you call that word?
Yeah,
I don't know what that
antithesis.
is. Yeah, antithesis of what how Disney approach movies.
Yeah, he's complete. They would
Disney
not a good
approaches
fit.
movies like
They'll
you do
do
like a
completely
commercial
different.
like
Like factory. There's like
yeah.
System.
This is how we do movies.
Like
Yeah.
the KFC.
When
Fit
you
into the
come,
mold.
Yeah, you bring your flavor, but you fit into the mold.
It's
And
very.
that's why Zack had so much fight. There was a lot of fight between him and Warner Brothers. Because Warner Brothers was trying to adopt
Adopt the Disney
that Disney formula,
Right.
and it was like, I do movies this way, and yeah.
It's actually like that. There was that story of that female director that was now becoming hot stuff in Hollywood, and then they asked her to direct one of the Avengers stuff, and she came in and she was like, "Okay, cool."
Oh, yes.
And remember that lady?
Yeah,
And she's like, "Okay, so
yeah.
I'm thinking about the action scenes we can do." They're like, "No. Action is taken care of. We just need you to do your part, fit
Yeah.
in there."
Yeah.
So and then she quit.
Yeah,
Because-
give us the characters, like what
Yeah.
are the characters' motivation?
Yeah,
Motivation,
like,
yeah.
very
Action,
rigid.
like-
Yeah, very
Yeah,
rigid.
like it's
It's like factory. It makes money as well. You can't stray.
Yeah.
You can't.
I think Black Panther was the same. It's probably
Same
why
thing.
the action in Black Panther is probably one of the weakest I've seen because it's factory.
It's a factory,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's like a factory. It's done like in a.
Like conveyor belt. It's a conveyor belt.
That fact that
essentially.
was responsible for the accents in Black Panther.
Anyways, moving on. We're getting into a topic that I'm personally excited for. Joash has been watching.
Wait, hold on, wait. We need to. I love setting this up. The fact that Andrew is excited about
Yeah.
something that he dissed for how many years, Muso?
I didn't.
How many years? How many?
Oh no!
Bruh, this guy dissed anime forever. Yeah, 3 years.
There's no way I
He
can
dissed
there's no way I
anime
can
for
diss-
3
there's no way
years.
I can
He
diss
dissed
anime.
Attack on Titan. There's no way I can diss anime.
I've been watching anime. There's no way I can diss.
Okay, continue. Sorry, continue.
How many guys? You guys even studied? That was
Bruh,
two
he
episodes.
used to make fun of us. We'd be like,
this
this is what
guy-
Attack on Titan. He was making fun of us. But carry on.
Yeah.
Carry on.
Joash recently started watching. He's the only one of us besides Naf who is sworn off anime like completely.
Not cheap.
Yeah. But Joash recently started watching Attack on Titan, and we've been watching him watching it.
Yeah.
Basically, not literally, but
Shingeki no Kyojin.
observing.
Shingeki no Kyojin.
Is that how you say it?
No Kyojin. Shingeki no
I
Kyojin.
say Kojin. Kojin, I'm gonna watch
There's,
Kojin or something.
There's a. It's only been said once on the show, no?
What?
There's an episode where that's actually said.
Shingeki no Kyojin.
Kyojin, yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. I can't spoil it. When it's said, you will know.
Okay.
Yeah, it's at the end of season 3. It's not a spoiler, but it's when it's said, you'll know. But yeah, how are you liking the show
please.
so far?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you must also talk about how you
Yeah.
hated it and nice making you
Yeah. I don't even know it's okay.
Okay, go.
What did you
Yeah.
expect? Let's
Ah.
go.
No, let me.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Good.
Just tell the story.
Yeah.
All right. I am not a big fan of Japanese.
You're not a fan.
I'm not
Yeah.
a fan of Japanese
Yeah,
cartoons.
Cartoons.
I'm not a fan of like Japanese cartoons, and the things look funny. To me, they're just cartoons.
Yes.
basically.
Mhm.
And so I used to tell these guys all the time. I used to tease them like, "You guys watching cartoons? This is a cartoon." Blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah. So it took 4 or 5 years for me to actually like
To try.
maybe 6 years for me to try.
Yeah.
You know, I started watching Attack on Titan. I had One Piece, which Ina gave me the hard drive for like 6 years, and I just left it there. I played one episode, then I deleted the whole thing. So like I am not a fan of this at all.
Yeah.
So I put Attack on Titan on,
Yeah.
and the first 2-3 episodes were a struggle.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like how the things look, how they talk.
Yeah.
You know, they're always like emotional, shouting. You know, it's just like I hate the things, right?
Yeah.
But the more I kept watching it,
Yeah.
and then the story is what got me.
Yeah.
I don't care for the action scenes, and I really don't care for that.
Yeah.
But the story is so good. I was shocked.
Yeah.
The story is so good. I still hate watching it. And I'm not like I hate watching it, but
Yeah.
the story is good. That's why
Yeah.
I really sometimes I'll just switch it on. It's in the background. Then I'll just pause work and watch a bit.
Yeah.
The story is great.
Yeah.
So there's this thing. It's like I struggle. I don't know how to. I'm so conflicted
Yeah.
because my convictions are I hate anime. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But the story is good.
Yeah.
It's so good. So like that's where I am with it. I just finished season 2.
Two. Yeah.
Okay, I'm watching.
He's watching.
I
He
finished season
yeah.
2.
How many
The
episodes?
characters are amazing.
24. Characters amazing.
The
Yeah.
character build.
episodes in the season.
I think so. 12 or 24. Yeah, 24.
No, the
Season
first season
has
is
12
12
episodes.
What's the other?
Yeah.
16?
Season 1 has
24.
24. Season 3 has 24.
It takes some
20 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't
Yeah,
watch,
very
if
short.
you don't watch anime, it will take some getting used to.
Yeah.
Just-
You need to learn how they
How they
talk,
inducted,
how
yeah.
they're talking and all that stuff.
How they
Yeah,
react to each
a lot of
other.
emotional characters.
And there'll be a lot of pausing. You can't watch it like in a place where you don't control the control. You
Yeah,
really
yeah.
pause and go back and be like, what did he
Yeah.
say?
Yeah.
What I like is
It's subtitles.
Yeah.
Because it's
No,
You can get the English version, but that will make it campy, man.
What they do is Japanese people don't have very childish. Okay, some do, but they're not kiddish.
Yeah.
But the
English ones.
the English dubs, what they do is that they give this comedic twang to their voices, and it's very.
No,
But I've heard
I
from
actually think it's the opposite. The Japanese speak in exaggerated tones.
Yes,
And
yes.
you can't
Translate that, yeah, to English, yeah.
Because English
Because it
is
comes
very
off
mellow,
weird.
like
Yeah,
when you
yeah.
speak. Now
Yeah.
imagine us having this conversation, like that's how it would be in Japanese, like yeah.
So you need to
Look
get.
at the nonsense you're watching.
Okay, but wait, but you know what I've heard?
Uh-huh.
I heard that we assume, you know how we are precious about we need to watch the subs, not the dubs. Apparently, we are just saying that because we don't understand Japanese. Apparently, the Japanese find the voiceovers for anime also cheesy. Yeah, apparently themselves also find it. It's relatively, I don't know how much, but I hear that it's just us who
Just over the
you know,
top.
we're like, no, that's how you must sound.
No, but because the voices are different. Even like there's some like if you watch Dragon Ball Z, Goku's voice is irritating generally. But if you watch him in English, you throw something.
I think you know, when I was watching, when I first started watching, I watched it with English subtitles, and you guys told me that no. I remember, I said Andrew used to complain like, why am I watching?
Why am I watching in Japanese?
When it's a German
setting. German setting.
Yeah, it's a German setting. It doesn't make any sense. So I started watching it with English. That was why you guys told me to change. It's not good. So I just changed.
Yeah.
When I changed, I struggled because they all sound the same. Like
Oh, okay.
all of them just yes.
Yeah, no,
It takes
it's-
some time to get used to the different.
Only because in English they sound very different.
They're all different.
No, so English,
but
we
you
are
get-
taking the English in terms of the movies we've seen.
Yeah.
Like no one shouts like that over the
Yes,
top.
yes.
So,
No,
but then
you-
the English has to conform.
Sometimes
to the
somebody
Japanese.
you get three
He's talking about
female
characters that sound the same.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you get three female characters.
Okay.
And it's like one voice.
Okay, yeah. And you won't know who's talking.
Yes.
The first time I watched
Yes.
anime, I
It
had
was
the
like
same-
that.
So-
But now I've adapted.
Yeah, I'm
So I was incensed, like these exactly. You know, I was like, these guys, I don't want that. You know,
No, what's
but
the
you
English?
do get used to it. You know, anime is so annoying. But the story, this particular
How do you rank the story?
so far.
Yeah.
You can't say that.
8.5.
No, let it rank.
Yeah,
It
before
becomes.
the-
Oh, okay.
He's
Let me-
ranked
let
it,
me-
he's
let me-
ranked it.
Okay,
End
we'll
of season
get
4
there.
becomes a 10.
No, wait.
Oh.
But that's your thing. So far.
How many seasons are there?
5.
Four.
4 so far.
Four. It's 4 seasons.
Yes, 4 seasons.
Yeah.
And the fifth one is the one the internet is going.
No, there's no
crazy
fifth.
about.
It's part 2 or 4.
Or four, yeah.
That's coming, yeah. So it's only 4 seasons.
Oh, so that
And then
and it's the
ends.
finale.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's written.
I think, like I said, the one thing I really love about that thing is like all the individual characters have an amazing
Arc.
Yeah, it's not like other movies or. Look at it.
He's laughing. He's
Like it's not like other like everyone like has their own story.
Yeah.
It's an interesting story and stuff like that. Season 2 slows down a bit
Yeah,
in terms of
it does slow
like
down.
the first 8 or whatever.
Yeah.
I think it's it slows down a bit and then picks up towards the end.
Yeah.
I don't know what to think about it.
Look,
What's your favorite character?
Who's your favorite character?
I loved Erwin.
Ah, the mind, man.
Yeah,
Yes.
and then I also liked Armin. And I
You like the brainy guys. You like the brainy guys.
I like the brainy guys.
Yeah.
but there isn't a lot of Irving in season 1, is it?
No,
No,
it comes to it.
season 2, yeah.
Yeah, but you
When-
can tell like the guy is like so measured.
Yes.
Yeah. So, man, I hate the cartoons. Like, to me, they're always to me. I know you know anime, and I always say, look, guys, anime is just a type of cartoon. It's a
Yeah.
cartoon, You know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Before we get to the next part, the three of us have to be careful not to spoil. But I want to ask you, what do you think is
Wait.
going on?
Huh?
What do
I
you
want
think
to
is
ask
happening?
you,
No,
what do you
wait.
think is going
But
on
if you
here?
ask that, are you sure you want to ask that?
Aren't you spoiling?
Yeah, because this
Okay,
is
he
a
hasn't-
spoiler for
He
no-
hasn't watched, so he can say what's
Yeah,
going on. As we
he's
know.
saying what he thinks is happening.
Yeah.
Okay, no, but don't say. Let's phrase it different.
Mhm.
Like, what do you think the mystery is?
No, but it's the same thing. What do you think is happening?
Yeah, it's literally the same thing.
But it lead. I don't want to lead. Okay.
No,
okay.
exactly. No, what do you think
Yeah,
is
yeah,
happening
yeah.
in the story? Like, as you're watching the story, what do you think is happening? Because obviously, as you're watching it, there is a mystery. There's something that you
Something is going on. Honestly.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
can't
What do you
tell.
think
You
it
can't
is?
tell.
Yeah, what do you
No,
think it
no
is?
way I'm gonna guess that.
No, I would.
No.
I
You know-
couldn't. I couldn't.
You know why? You know why there's a
Because I've
mystery?
watched something else. That,
No. You know why there's a mystery? Because season 1 tells you there's a mystery. Tells you about the basement, right?
Yes.
yeah, but it's not just the basic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
It's like
but,
the whole world. Like, it's a,
but I'm saying
There's obviously something going on.
When they
There's something-
introduced,
there's
when they
something-
introduced
yes,
the
what
world,
do you
when
think?
they introduced how they made the walls, that confused.
and wait, have you seen how they made the walls?
Okay, now I have to like.
Okay, just stop.
That's
Stop the
that's-
mystery.
you won't know what
Because-
Stop. Okay, stop.
Yeah.
Spoil it.
Yeah.
Let's-
No,
let's
but
spoil.
you,
I thought that was
Answer his
I
question.
want to answer my question. That's why that's what I'm saying. We have to be careful because my question is, what do you think is going on? Like, what do you think is at the basement? Because they've told you there's something at the basement, right?
Okay,
They've
don't
got-
do that.
they've got-
What do you think is happening? What do you think is happening?
I don't know.
Okay, you don't have ideas. You don't have
okay,
clues.
let me. Huh?
You don't have assumptions. You don't have like conjectures.
No way.
You guys are trying to be too deep.
Yeah,
No.
yeah,
Because
The
the
only
thing
thing
is,
what do you think?
every Attack on Titan fan or watcher,
Had a theory.
you have a theory, like you're wondering, like what
What
the heck
is
My
going on?
question
Yeah.
to you guys is it not too early for him to have that?
No,
No,
because
it's not too
Does
early.
he have
You are asking it since the
context?
he has
beginning.
enough.
Does he have enough
No,
context?
no.
to
Don't
do
answer that question.
conversation?
Don't answer that question.
No, I'm just saying, does he have enough context to answer that question?
No. By that would be spoiling.
No,
We-
it's
no,
not spoiling.
because I tell you, you know
It's a
enough.
question. A question is
No,
being
I'm
asked
saying-
in Attack on Titan.
Yes.
Does he have a question? That's
Okay, do you have any
Why-
idea about what could happen? Do you have
Yes,
any
that
idea?
one. Just answer. Yeah. What do you think is going on?
He doesn't know. Okay.
You don't know.
Let's go.
You've not made any theories.
So you think what is happening is just what is happening?
No, leave. No, now you're going to leave. No, it's fine. Stop. Move on. Let's move on. No, he's going to spoil it.
You are now creating the mystery.
He's going to spoil it. Let's move on. Let's move on.
The mystery is created.
You are
Stop.
creating the
Look,
mystery.
let me tell you what happened with me. I thought I kind of understood what was happening.
Hey, shh. We're going to spoil. We're going to spoil.
When
We're going
Don't
to
make
don't
it
listen.
spread
Don't
things.
listen.
Aaron-
Don't listen to that point.
when you find out about Aaron,
How you got it?
that's
Let's just stop. This is
like-
dangerous.
What is happening?
Brad, this is
No,
dangerous.
no. I'm just talking about season 1.
No.
Yeah.
But this is dangerous.
I'm not talking about
I
just
don't
about
want to.
season 1.
We're going too close to the
Bro,
sun.
we're going to spoil. If you understand,
Yeah,
we're going to spoil. Okay, it's fine. Just move forward.
Yes, but you have a guess about
You have
what is
a guess.
happening.
But the thing is, your question, like, it needs more, like, for me to answer it.
Okay, no, then
It
that's
needs
enough.
more, you know what I mean?
That means it doesn't happen.
Okay.
Like, what do you mean? What do you think is going
No,
on?
then
You
it's
know what I
fine.
mean?
No, then it doesn't.
Okay, I'm not
Okay,
what I mean.
what I'm saying.
So not going on.
Yeah,
But-
there's a. Yeah,
but-
so far in terms of what has happened, what has been your favorite episode or
Yeah,
like,
or
the
favorite
thing that has happened?
event.
Just like
Your favorite event.
Okay.
because you're in season 2, right? You finished
Yeah.
season 2, so there's
Yeah.
been some twists already so far
On events.
that you've watched.
Yeah, leave twist. In
No,
events, there's
no,
been events happening.
for him. Twists for him.
But are we
Are we
spoiling
spoiling
twist?
twist?
We're spoiling
Brad,
for
this
him.
guy's going to spoil. He's going to
Not for
spoil.
him.
And
Yeah,
now
no,
there's
everyone
also to
else.
watch.
Listen,
We're going to, can we move
he's
on?
already told you what he thinks of the thing. You understand? Now
Yeah.
you're
That it's
saying-
good and what. But
I
I
want
want
to-
Andrew, let's go.
Yeah, no,
So, this guy was spoiled by mistake.
So, I mustn't say what.
Listen.
Say what?
We-
Say your favorite part. Let him just say his
No,
favorite part.
but
You
before
already
you say
know
that,
the
I'm saying,
characters.
are we saying we shouldn't spoil for the viewers?
No,
Or
for
we
him.
can spoil
For him.
For the viewers, we can spoil what he's or what.
Yeah, he's already
seen.
but he must tell us what he's already seen.
Okay.
Because we're in a dangerous territory where we know too much
Okay.
and accidentally will spoil.
Okay.
You're just
So
in the territory.
from what you watched so far, what is
What's your favorite event?
I think. What did I enjoy? All the stuff with Aaron is cool, you know. But I think
What?
What exactly about Aaron?
When they revealed to him to be a
Guys.
character.
But he's watched that.
Yeah, no, but let's not talk. The thing is, it's risky. We're going to spoil. Let Joash talk. Yeah, let's move on.
No.
Okay, let him answer.
We barely said
when he
like.
discovered he could control Titans,
Okay?
you know, that was cool.
Mhm.
When he discovered he was a Titan, that was cool. But the things I really enjoyed
Yeah.
were the stuff with what's his name?
Armin.
Yes, the stuff with Armin is cool.
Levi.
But the things that
What exactly about
Levi
Aaron?
is cool. Not Armin. What's the other boy?
Erwin.
No.
What does he do?
The boy who they discovered were like his parents were Titans.
Or Connie.
Paco.
Connie.
Connie.
It's
Yeah,
Connie.
Connie. Yes, Connie.
That stuff was cool. I was like, wait, what the hell? The parents are Titans, you know, and
Yeah.
you know when Titans,
When the mother is saying like
Titans, yes, originated
Yes,
from
yes.
this village. That was cool.
But a lot of questions. Don't a lot of questions start from there?
Bruh, stop.
Yeah.
Stop. Andrew, stop,
I
man.
don't
Oh,
understand. I
man.
don't-
You see what I mean? He can't help himself.
Okay.
This guy is spoiled. He wants to spoil. Don't questions already start there. This guy,
I'm
man.
sorry.
Oh,
I'm
move
sorry.
on.
Victoria's girlfriend. I mean,
What? No.
Sorry.
We saw this girl.
Victoria's.
Yeah, it's the girl likes Historia.
Yeah, they like each other.
Yeah, but it's not lying like that.
Why Ymir?
No,
Yeah,
What's she called?
Ymir.
Ymir.
Ymir, yeah, when
Yeah,
she
but it's
Likes,
not like that.
she likes like that.
No.
She likes No, she likes like that.
Yeah, he hasn't watched. See, he hasn't watched enough
Yeah.
anime. To him, it's that.
Yeah,
Oh, I thought
That's
that-
out there. No, you watch anime, you get used to that.
Careful, guys.
No, that girl wanted to.
Change. That's what I'm saying.
Move on.
I swear.
Look,
Even he's like that.
I promise you, that's what I
we've watched enough anime.
Anime,
You
yeah,
got
that's
to
right.
know.
Okay, but
Is it like
You
that?
guys-
As well?
Yeah, no, but you find it. When it's like their brothers.
Oh,
like,
yeah, brother, yeah.
Somebody listen
But like
to
Armin has that for Aaron.
For Aaron,
Yes,
for
yeah.
Aaron, yeah.
No, but it's not as deep as those.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's an anime.
But like
thing.
they are girls now.
Yeah, it's girls also. You guys are new to anime. So.
Okay, but I'm just telling you from my like as a first time watcher.
Yeah.
That is the.
Wait, why are we dwelling on this subject?
I don't know.
Anyway, but your mere story is
It's cool. It's okay.
I just wanted to say this. Listen,
Don't spoil.
you talking about Kama, the story, every single person has got a storyline. That is the reason why we watch
Anime. Anime
Because
comes with you.
everybody gets time.
That is true.
You get to be given the story up.
Everybody has a backstory.
Yes,
They always
everybody has a
have
purpose.
backstory.
There's never been a villain in anime that
There
I've
we
watched
go.
that doesn't have a purpose. Like
Yeah.
you even like the guy.
You like
At the end
you
of
like
the
their
day.
villains.
Oh,
Okay, let me just wait.
what's your-
hold on? Let me just say.
Don't ask another one, man.
What's not? I'm just gonna ask.
Don't spoil.
Let me just say.
Uh-huh.
Like I know you guys love anime.
Yeah.
Like it does just because I watch Attack on Titan and like the story doesn't mean I'm going to love it.
it's okay.
I also
You
feel
understand?
Attack on Titan is like it's
It
different.
feels like a one-off.
Don't
It's
like
a
it.
one-off.
Don't like
It's a
it.
one-off.
Don't like it.
understand.
I'm not gonna-
Next we are watching Death Note.
Leave them. They went and tried to watch the Netflix one.
You
live action.
Death Note.
Yeah, I think
But we
maybe
can
more than
move on.
Hunter X
We can.
Raina and Bethel.
Who?
Raina and Bethel.
Oh yeah, that was dope.
Yeah.
I was
Huh?
like, what the hell?
Huh?
That was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Considering they set that up from season 1.
Go and watch season 1 again.
Yes. No. I remember when I was telling you
He
like.
watched it 2 weeks ago.
No,
man.
but I mean there are things you wouldn't have noticed. What are you referring to?
You know when the flashbacks were going on and the way they were set, the way that they told the story of
Yes,
how
yeah.
it was set up.
Yeah.
The seeds were being planted.
From the beginning.
That's
Yeah.
I love that type of
Yeah.
writing. But
That's
the-
standard
The things
anime.
are annoying, like the the voices are annoying. Like everything is annoying.
It's a
But
different
when
culture. You
the
literally
story is
have to
great.
learn a different culture.
Yeah.
That's the way.
We have to
Yeah,
learn it. Yeah.
when I started watching it, I had to get that into my mind. That, okay, it's a different culture. They do things differently, so I have to
It's
spend
not
time.
necessarily about the culture.
Yeah.
It's stylistic. It's the style.
But that's the culture.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's the way they tell stories.
It's the culture. It's the culture.
When it's love, it's over the top. When somebody's crying, it's over the top.
Okay,
When
so
somebody's
it's
upset.
basically cartoon Bollywood.
But if you say that like, Bollywood is a style of
Yeah, I hate Bollywood.
I also hate Bollywood.
yeah,
So-
but like 2 Idiots was amazing.
3 Idiots.
3 Idiots, there were 3 of them.
Yeah, but so once off, like Attack on Titans or what's off.
Bruh, let's do it.
Yeah.
Hopefully
Alright.
you watch Death Note next.
Alright,
Yeah.
so we're moving a little bit from pop culture, movies and stuff. Muso, you've been here for how many? We've all been debating it
Like how long
Is Muso really here?
Yeah.
Okay, so Muso told us he was traveling because Muso lives in Zambia, and he told us he was traveling to Vinduk, but we never saw him, so we thought he was lying.
I don't know why would I lie. That's what I'm saying. Why would I lie?
Why and they
We haven't seen you.
We didn't see you.
Oh,
And then he posts a
Come on,
picture of
April. Come on, April.
Kapana.
Okay, only Kapana. We don't see his hands. We don't see his face.
So
Come on,
yeah.
April Fools was yesterday. I'm like, oh, I got cashed, man. I'm like, guys, I'm here. So no, I was in Chimarongo for a long time, like a week.
Yeah. So how's the trip back been?
No, it's been good, man. But your country doesn't change.
Oh, you're not asking
Is
like,
Zambia
what's the
changing?
best and-
Zambia changes like if you are not there 10 months. Like you-
Different.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
It
So
changes
there's a lot of things that are happening.
Vinduk has changed, but not
No.
physically. No, not
physically.
Not physically, but like
Emotionally.
The way people.
Yeah. Yes.
people think differently.
The
Yes.
culture-
The culture has changed.
Yeah.
Shifted
Yeah.
minds.
It's
Yeah.
shifting.
Yeah.
I would,
Shifted.
I would say,
Shifted.
I would say literally since fish rot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it woke. Like
But it's not just fish rot. It's just
no. But
not
I'm
even
saying
political.
That was
Just
like
generally.
that was like the
But
no,
the
but
thing
the
that
fish
is-
rot.
is-
It was the penultimate trigger of everything else.
I disagree because I think also globalization and people's access to the internet. If fish rot did
But
not.
that was dead.
But that's
before.
been
It was
going
dead.
No, but I'm
Yeah.
saying it's dramatic like lately. If you talk about
It
I'm
is
talking about
dramatic.
a trigger.
Like what has changed? Like what has changed?
no, but remember what he's saying is in Zambia 10 months things change. I'm saying here also things are changing. And some things, fish rot has changed, like political mindsets and stuff like that.
No, but it's
But-
not
It's not just that.
Okay, would you say fish rot has affected LGBT rights?
Because people are more
To an
vocal
extent,
now.
yes.
People weren't going out to
No.
march.
Because of fish rot.
Not necessarily,
No,
but
no,
the fish rot
It's a
was a
trigger.
trigger. It wasn't like, oh, fish rot now now let's
No,
go March, let's
no,
go March.
no.
It's a trigger.
It's
But
just the trigger.
the way people were vocal, like people will go and insult ministers after fish rod.
No,
And that
okay.
confidence,
Yes.
I used to see
Boldness.
insults
No.
to ministers before Fishman.
No.
Now, wait, no, hear me out, hear me
Not
out.
the same.
Okay, hear me out. Those guys were marching in front of statues and lifting their hands. That's not as a result of Fishman. That's a global movement where Germany went out and marched. That's a global movement where Black Lives went
But
out
it
and
didn't catch
marched.
on in Namibia.
It caught on, they were doing this.
yeah, okay,
But-
I
but-
understand.
but-
I
but-
understand. I understand that, but I'm saying
The Arab Spring didn't
Play
affect
quiet.
Namibia.
because people were
Inclined.
less tolerant.
Yes.
But now we're talking.
Just accept it because
But
before
that's-
people would just be like, ah, yeah.
Yeah, but that's political. We're talking political landscape. I'm talking about.
It trickled down to everything else.
Give me an example of
There
something.
is
Like
no
that thing
anger.
that you're mentioning
There
now,
is no-
people going to march against the statue.
It's
That
because-
trickled from fish rod.
Okay, to each his own. I don't
Like
think
even,
so. I think it's a
even,
global
the,
phenomenon.
even the abortion march, I was very shocked about that. Oh,
Yeah.
people were.
They've been
Listen,
doing that
I-
stuff. since
No,
a
but
while.
you see the
But
thing.
not
I think
as
what you
persistent.
might be missing is the fact that it's more about depth and anger.
And people
You understand?
Mhm.
Like literally, we all knew there's corruption in the country, etc. But then after fish rot, right, and everything else, the level of anger.
Okay,
increased.
that's what I keep. Wait, no, hear me out. Everything you mentioned is still politically related.
No,
Wait, here,
but
business.
I
Let's talk
finish.
business. Wait, let's
I
talk
finish.
business. Hear my point first. It's still
Okay.
political. We're talking. You're saying it hasn't shifted. If I told you now, Namibians are more industrious.
Eh?
They're more industrious now, business-wise. There's a lot of startups. There's people like younger people. Wait, hear me out. Just hear me out. Just hear me out.
Okay.
A lot of people doing that. I wouldn't say it's fish shot related, but like.
You're not,
Okay.
You see, this is where you're not listening.
Okay, sorry.
We are not saying fish rot caused this.
Mhm.
No, we are saying.
You're saying it's a trigger. That's
I
exactly.
think
Yes.
no, I didn't say
What
what
is
is
the
the trigger?
definition of
Like
trigger?
the attitude.
What
I think the
Yeah, but my point is-
attitude shift. Maybe
But I'm
that's-
saying that,
Yes.
but hear me out. That's where we differ.
Okay.
There was a bunch of young people that went out and studied outside, as opposed to the years before, that came back with a different mindset. And there's a lot of, if you take Kumwe's, now I'm mentioning people's names. There was a particular group that went out, KP Illis group. Those guys that went out, a lot of them studied outside. When they entered business now, there's a different way business is being done. There's a lot of young people that have the guts to approach bigger companies and get stuff done. That wasn't like that before.
When did
That's
that
why I say it's after these guys went to school. Like there's a generation that went to school. Like even in our business, in like the business I'm involved in, since last year, there's been a drastic shift in how business is done, in how companies what they are willing to pay for, the way ads are done, stuff like that. But it's not that it was triggered.
I think you're talking about
You're talking about two different things.
No, he's asking, I come here, your country is the same, nothing has changed. I'm saying that my answer was, you might not see it visibly,
Okay.
but there are drastic things that have changed from the way things were before. And that is not necessarily visible outwardly, that's not like
Yeah.
political,
No,
but
yeah.
people are doing
The
things
feel, the
differently.
vibe is different. The feel is different. That's what I'm saying.
Also
This is
attitude has also changed. because of
Attitude
the
has
fish
also
rot.
changed. yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
But that you know why I think before George Floyd, for what you're talking about in terms of globalization,
Mhm.
George Floyd was that trigger because when those Black
The
Lives
BLM
Matter,
movement.
BLM
Started the things that-
protests started there,
Mhm.
went to Germany, UK, and all those
In the
places
world.
where John Boyega was, yeah. Why are we?
Wow.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, I think that there've been protests like that. Remember the Ferguson march and stuff like that. That never trickled down here.
But that's like saying Nicki Minaj has released albums, but she never broke the record for what was. Time is changing. Globalization, internet
Globalization. The effect of finish the rap. Okay.
No, yeah, but that's generally my thought. I think that by the time that movement happened,
Yeah.
we were fattened up.
Yeah, Namibia was
Like the
still
pig
coming.
was
Yeah.
fattened up to be ready to accept that
Mm.
and be able to jump on board. I don't think without that trigger we wouldn't have been emboldened to also participate in something like that.
I
That's
think,
my
okay, that's important.
That's
So
why
I think
the-
Namibia, we have
stuff is
always,
more grander.
Namibia has always, we've always seen it as an exception
to Africa
Yes.
for a very,
Like
very
South
long
Africa,
time.
like South Africa.
Yeah.
No.
But South Africa at least
No,
used to
that's
be
the same.
like when you're talking about corruption, even when we're talking about the state capture, we were
You mean we're not corrupt?
Namibia was not even related to those. We're just like Namibia, yes, some people are eating, but it wasn't so much. Globalization, I think. Remember when the Arab Spring happened, and then there were also riots in Italy and there were riots in France. That stuff didn't touch.
In France?
Yes.
Yeah. They're like people were really protesting. Yes. Okay, but was it Charlie Hebdo? But it, like people.
Wasn't?
No, it was the. Okay, that was last.
That wasn't that Charlie
France
Hebdo.
had many.
Wasn't that the riot to
Charlie
the
Hebdo was 2019.
Oh,
Charlie
Charlie
Hebdo
was 2013, 2014. That's a long time ago. The
Which
Muslim
one?
is
Which? Okay, that
Je
was.
suis Charlie.
Just me, Charlie.
What is that? What is
Twenty
Jesus?
Okay.
What was that?
Not that far.
Or
back.
The comic,
2015.
the
comic
comic
strip.
guys, they
Yeah, that was Islam. That
they
was,
drew a thing of
No,
Islam,
no, I
and then
know what
they
it
waited
is,
and
but
attacked
I
the
don't
comic.
think that's
That's a
It
long
was
time
either
ago.
2013, 14.
2019, I was
It was a long time
ago.
ago.
yeah, it was a long time ago.
Yeah.
2019.
When was the Arab Spring?
That was in 2015, 2014, something like that.
It was after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but generally, like we're saying,
Yeah, so
Namibia.
now
not-
it has affected
yes.
Namibia. So like, okay, I haven't interacted with enough people. Like, I haven't been in on the grounds.
Out.
So I don't know. Yeah.
Is there anything like you missed here?
Biltong. But also,
Really?
Biltong also has become expensive. Oh,
Yeah.
I know it's good to be back in Namibia, man.
Mm.
It rained when I arrived. I was like, okay.
I bring blessings.
It's been how long? 3 years, huh?
I left in 2018 December.
Yeah.
Not February, sorry.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
3 years.
I know.
But it's still good. It's still the same.
Exactly. That's the thing about Namibia, like generally things will stay the same.
Yeah.
There'll be
Yeah.
changes here and there.
Yeah.
You have to
That's
go
why-
quiet.
But
You've seen our
yeah.
roads.
Oh yeah. The one thing I went. Oh, people are suffering. The companies that are closed down.
Yeah.
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 Merua Mo.
Yeah.
You just walk in. It's
Yeah.
like, how are people surviving?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They should even open the clubs at least. 'Cause like, no, think about how many people do you think clubs employ in Namibia?
I don't know.
I would.
I wouldn't
A
know.
lot.
Really?
Is it?
It just the economy.
Economy around
the
the-
night. Yeah, the
the
economy
night-
around the
night-
night.
night-
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, we're getting towards the close of the episode. We usually like to close it off with the gem of the week, and this week Joash will be giving us basically a little obscure movie. Necessarily always little. Sometimes just an obscure movie, maybe a little bit unknown that not a lot of people might have gotten to watch. Last week it was Grave of the Fireflies.
Everyone's struggling with that.
Grave of the Fireflies.
Grave of the
Grave of the Fireflies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was my
Is it nothing like 5? Oh,
Huh?
is it nothing like 5 hours long? How is it?
No, it's
No, it's not, but it's good.
It's not 2 hours, yeah.
It's a good
So yeah, Josh, you can
take it away.
take it away.
It's a movie that is directed by Rodrigo Cortez.
Okay.
He hasn't done too many movies, and that's the funny thing, but this one was really good.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys know it.
Mm.
I mentioned it like a few weeks ago when I had breakfast and stuff.
Okay.
Ryan Reynolds, Barry.
Oh, Barry.
Okay.
It's a
Oh, yeah,
gem
it's
of-
true. Yeah.
It
Some
is
people
a
don't watch it.
gem
Yeah.
of a movie.
Yeah.
Not really well known,
I
But
didn't
well
even know
done.
that
Very
directed-
well done.
very well
Very
done.
good.
It's one of Ryan Reynolds' best
I agree.
performances.
I agree.
That was the movie that told me like, yo, this guy can not just the comedy stuff,
Yeah.
but he can really act. So the gem of the week this week is Barry. You guys should go and watch it out.
Here's,
Cool.
here's a funny bit of info about that movie. In Hollywood, apparently, there's this thing called the blacklist, which is writers, like screenplay writers, right? And then when they submit it to studios, and then the studio feels like they don't know how this movie is going to be made, but it's so good, but they just don't know how production-wise it's going to be made. They put it on the
Because
blacklist.
of price or because
No,
of
just like just the
Technical-
technicalities.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
it?
So they put it on the
Like
on
Avatar.
the blacklist.
Back in the.
Is
Yeah.
it?
So the blacklist, I mean the Barry was on the blacklist, and
Is
then
it-
Ryan Reynolds was going through the blacklist, and then he read the script, and then he liked it so much that he got it directed to him.
Ah.
So is it safe
So
to say-
he's the one who.
How
Yeah.
many movies is Ryan Reynolds
Because
responsible for?
basically the movie is like it's a guy in a
Hey, dude!
Okay, no,
Man,
Don't spoil it.
God, you see, it's not like me. It reflects. It's like God, spoil.
Spoiler.
Basically, this movie was not the screenplay.
Maybe just one question. So is it safe to say that the blacklist list of movies are those type of movies that are they're sort of like benchmarkers and sort of like game changers to how certain movies are made?
Not necessarily. It's
Just
just
typical.
a
Like,
studio.
the Matrix have been on the blacklist.
No, because you can do the Matrix. But this
No,
back
wait,
then,
back then.
yes, back then,
Yes, that's right.
because you don't know CGI wise how you're going to do
Yes.
something.
It's had to create
So, but then it's not just
Avatar was on for like 10 to
Avatar
20
yeah,
years.
said
Yeah.
before it was made.
Yeah,
Yeah.
10 to 20 years. Like
It was written
that
on
guy
Avatar.
had it
Yeah.
on his.
But the thing is, it's not just any movie can get on there. It's not just
It has to be good.
yeah. It's a movie that people the studio themselves are saying this is
Great.
really really
Great.
good.
We don't know
We
how-
don't know how we're going to go about making
Can
this
you
movie.
like access that on the internet?
No internet, no. I don't think so.
Just asking.
That's a screenplay
I'd like
sitting
to see the
there.
blacklist there. Barry actually cost like 3 million to make.
Yo,
Only measly.
yo.
And it made like 26 million.
Yeah.
something
Yo,
like
that's
that.
profit.
But it's one of those movies that it is. I love that movie.
Yeah. Irish love. My wife loves it.
I struggle between that movie and Lock,
Lock.
but I understand.
Yeah.
Lock it's just not for everyone.
No, Lock is not
Will
very
not
good.
be for
Buried
everyone.
is buried is.
Yeah,
Bird is a
Bird
very
is
good
a
one.
gem.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
consider like that's it.
I remember
It's a
that,
gem.
yeah, that one.
You might see Lock on the Gem of the Week
Okay, no.
sometime soon. But yeah, that was our episode. Give us a like and click on the subscribe.
And turn on notifications.
Yes.
Comment, share.
Comment, share.
What do you do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Comment, share, and, yeah.